Hello everyone. My name is Green Behelit, and welcome back to NieR Replicant. This is exactly where I left off, and let's go behind this door. It's a nice little area.
What's this?
Well, this doesn't look suspicious at all. I suppose that was to be expected.
Hey, look!
Oh, it knocked him out? Okay, that's a bit more heinous than I was expecting. That's kind of crazy. I mean, being abducted by a giant cube is kind of crazy enough, but like, then knocking you out? Like, whoa. What the heck?
The mewling child is inside. Without any rules to bind us, we are free to unleash the entirety of our powers.
It's about time. What is this thing?
I detect magic within the glowing cubes.
I did detect magic within the glowing cubes as well. I see it firing at me. Well, let me switch, because I don't like the Dark Phantasm right there. Let's do Dark Lance. Your Dark Lance is way better. Oh, I can't hit those? Noted. Oof. And keep switching on me. Well, if I shoot, it slows down. Nice.
How mindless.
They're gonna come back, aren't they? Well, this sucks. What the heck? Yo!
Guardian of this temple is a curious sight indeed.
Says the talking book.
The way that just hit me was comedic.
This is a powerful foe.
There you are.
Yeah, it's just a
you
bunch of
bastard.
bad boxes, man.
Kaine!
Bunch of,
I'm gonna kill
I
the
don't know what I was trying to say
shit
there.
out of you.
It's just a bunch
Now
of boxes,
hold
man.
still and die already.
How did you find us?
Beats me. I just kicked a bunch of ass and wound up here.
And without even bothering to get dressed.
Fuck off, book.
Kaine, the glowing cubes take priority.
Screw your priorities. I'm gonna kill this thing my way.
I mean, he's not powerful at all, actually. He kind of just does the same thing over and over again. Yeah, now you have no arm. I don't have any arms. What are we gonna turn into now? A cube. Figures.
This should prove interesting.
Oh god. He's got lasers now. Why isn't it hitting it? Come on, man. Nice. Nice. 8 more. Well, she killed one. Nice. Zelda reference. Prince, my liege, have you any idea of the trouble we've... Ah, the royal mask. Our people have suffered since the king's death. I was too young to bridge the gap between our people and other civilizations. Trade has come to a halt. We lack food and water, and the people despair for it. This mask is an emblem of the king. With it, I can project a strong image to other lands, and our people can be prosperous once more. My prince, rules do not exist to bind you. They exist so you may know your freedoms. Those are the words of the previous king, my father. And now that I have his mask, I believe I can ascend to the throne. Is this correct? Of course. Hail, all hail the new king. I apologize to you, my foreign friends, for all of your hardships. I swear by my new position as the king of Facade, I shall grant whatever you desire. Please, what is it I can do for you?
No, that's alright. We were just happy to help.
Nonsense. Speak your desire that I may see it
I
done.
believe the Regent has just given us an order.
I guess so. In that case, how about you make Rule 0? And have it say that if people don't like a rule, they can vote to change it.
A splendid idea.
Very well. What? But my king, this cannot be. Our people have long memories. We shall never forget the debt we owe you, no matter how hard the times. Such is the way of the masked people. And thus we shall grant your request. Still, that alone cannot repay our debt to you. Please accept this. Obtain the one-handed sword, Rebirth.
Thanks. But I think most of your praise belongs to someone else.
Thank you, Fyra. I am sorry for all I put you through. It's not a problem.
Do you know how to cure the Black Scrawl?
All the foul disease that claimed my father's life.
So, even a king couldn't recover from it.
I fear everything we tried ended in failure.
It seems there is no way around it. We'll have to collect the sealed verses after all.
Yeah, it's the only lead we have.
Pardon me, but what are these sealed
We
verses?
came across an old song that says if we find them all, we can cure the Black Scrawl.
And yes, we are well aware that refrains penned by minstrels half in their cups are hardly a reliable source of information.
Hey, I'll believe anything if there's even a sliver of hope it could help me save Yona. And I'll collect verses, orbs, crystals, magic goat meat, whatever.
That's it? One moment, please. Can I ask you to visit us again? To return as friends?
Of course.
Just try not to get yourself kidnapped again,
Of course, thank you. I promise to be careful. Obtained a sealed verse. Obtained Dark Wall magic. Dark Wall. Erect a magical defense barrier charged to increase the size of the wall. Okay.
I'm worried about Yona. Let's go back.
What does this guy sell? Crystal clay, amber wool, wolf hide. I don't think I need any of those. Is there a place where I can buy potions around here? This is the time that I wish that I took the what do you call it? The tour. I know that this guy sells groceries. Watermelon, melon. Yeah, I don't need any of these. At least I don't think I can use these to heal myself because I tried using stuff that I already have. It won't let me. Pretty sure there's only 2 other places where there could be shops going based off of the symmetry of this whole place. This guy sells weapons. Earthworm's Claw. 172. Oh, this does 142. It has 30% magic power and is very heavy. I'm okay. Although we did get another weapon from this guy. Where is it? Rebirth. Oops. Which does 115, 10% magic weight, power, and very light. I'm okay. Oh, well, this guy has a shop too. Here we go, medicine nerd. 10. Yes, buy. Health solve. Oh, that's super expensive. Desert map, facade map.
Uran.
Well, this was kind of a waste of time. Wolf Fang. Wasn't there a place where, unless I'm not thinking correctly, but isn't there a place that I can like upgrade my abilities through levels? Kane, get him! Kane, I need help! Kane, keep your guard up. I guess there isn't a place where I spend like leveling up points. I thought that there was. Let's see, magic power. Can only get +2. MP cost -2. Item drop rate. Paralyze. Confuse. Poison? Let's go with paralyze. And then Dark Blast. +2. Let's go with Confuse. Geb Soul Dark Blast. Geb Conir Dark Lance. Let's see. Fists. Yeah, guess not. Unless I'm totally thinking wrong. Defend. Guard resistance. Physical strength. Guard resistance. Physical defense. Magic defense. MP recovery rate. Let's do MP recovery rate +4. And evade. Guard resistance. Physical strength +2. Guard resistance. While they evade. Yeah, we can do more guard resistance. And more MP recovery. Weapons. I already have 2 attached to it, which is attack power and item drop rate. To probably even more +4. Oh, that's already this one that's already attached. So I'm gonna take item drop rate off and put on paralyze, confuse, poison. Let's do paralyze. Yep, it's good to me.
I suppose rules are rules, even if they are absurd.
I don't think they're absurd.
Oh,
Those rules are important to the masked people.
you don't say.
I do. And I think it's important we respect that.
Well, well. The boy is beginning to sound like a man.
Boy, I'm not a kid, you know.
Hey, less talking, more walking.
Huh, I wonder what's over there. Ooh, it's a little boat for the sand. Which is kind of crazy to think about because that's actually kind of possible. Like sand can actually be that type of not I think viscous might be the right word for it, but that type of that loose that you can actually I don't think you could put a boat on it. Maybe if the boat had a different shape. But yeah, sand can be that like in like a weird, almost resembling like a liquid, if the conditions are right. If like a bunch of air is passing through the bottom of it. These guys drop venison, just only goat meat. This is only goat meat. Back to talk to Yona. It's passive income. It's good that Yona pays rent.
Yona,
Oh, hey,
how are you feeling?
better now that I'm taking the medicine you brought.
Good.
By the way, are you gonna stay here today?
Sure.
You bet.
Really? You'll stay with me? Really?
Yeah, Yona, I'll stay.
Yay!
Now get back to bed.
Okay.
I hear a voice. I squint and see a boy standing before me. His hair is silver, his skin is pale, and he stares up at me with hard, glassy eyes. Soon his lips begin to move, but no sound comes out. What is he saying? I can't hear him. I can't hear him. I can't hear him. I can't. What? I try to leave, but something about the boy holds my gaze. I watch his face, expressionless, as his lips slowly flutter. What is he trying to say? Wait, it's a phrase. I can almost make it out. It starts with an S. Then there's an E. I can almost see it now. The letters begin to fall together, one after the other, faster and faster. Sealed verse. It's a sealed verse. The thing I am looking for, the key to saving my sister. I stare at the boy with renewed ferocity, trying desperately to make out his next word. Dream. Dream? What the hell does that mean? The lips move again, faster now. I can't follow them. Damn it. I can't make it out. I want to scream. I want to tear the walls down around me, but instead, I force myself to be calm. I can do this. I can do it for Yona. Slowly, ever so slowly. I parse out the letters that make up his final words. Forest of Myth. The next morning.
Just a dream. Even in my dreams, I'm hunting sealed verses.
Morning.
Morning, Yona.
What's wrong? Are you feeling sick too?
No, I had a strange dream.
What was it about?
It's nothing. Don't worry about it.
'Cause I had a dream too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, me and this boy were playing a game together.
What kind of game?
It was called Guess the Words. I think he made it up because I never heard of it before.
How did it work?
The boy would move his mouth, but no words would come out. Then I had to guess what he was trying to say. It was hard. I wanted to play hide and seek, but we had to play his dumb game instead.
So what did he say?
I don't know. All I could figure out was dream and Forest of Myth. But don't worry, I'm gonna study hard so that next time I can figure out everything. We should play a game together sometime too.
Sure, Yona.
I'm ready to make that stew.
That's stew anytime. Oh, it's like a meme.
Something troubling you, lad?
It's nothing. Don't worry about it. Come on, I need to go ask Popola something.
You should probably, you know, tell the flying book about your dream. But that's just me.
What's up, Popola?
Oh, hi. I just got a strange letter in the mail.
Dearest Popola, I hope this letter finds you well. I'm writing in hopes of bringing to your attention a certain dream issue of concern regarding recent events in Dream the Village. Dream the Village? I was hoping I might be dream able to get your advice dream on the matter. Recently there have been dream reports dream of a certain dream of dream evil dream empty dream curse of dream evil dream dream words and dream someone dream what.
That is certainly one bizarre piece of writing.
Who's it from?
The mayor of a small village in the Forest of Myth. It's a wooded area up north.
The Forest of Myth?
They're usually a bright and cheerful group of people. Something like this is very out of character for them. I have a bad feeling about this.
I'll check it out.
You will?
That was
Don't
funny.
worry about it. I've got business there anyway.
Oh, well, alright. Thank you.
That was really funny. Also, kind of concerning. If I got that letter in real life, I wouldn't be laughing. I'd be like really weirded out. But in the video game, it's pretty funny. I wonder what direction we're going to head out of the village this time, because we've kind of gone through every way. Oh, this way. Let's ride the boar. Going all over here. Oh, we're finally gonna... Oh, we're going to that one place where it's like... I couldn't interact with anything because they said like... I don't know, I forgot what it said, like not my time or something. Or like I can't do anything here yet. Yeah, that makes sense. I think we're about to move places here soon, because there is no other direction I can go down after this. Let's save. There it is. Alright, what does this guy want?
Beware.
He's a mayor.
Beware.
The words.
The words? What do you mean?
Contagious words. Those who dream.
Those who dream?
Hold a moment. There is a strange new sensation in my mind. It is not quizzical.
What's going on?
The villager's body shuddered as he slowly opened his
Perhaps
eyes.
we should start by asking this man.
Who are you?
We heard something happened to this village, so we came to see if we could help.
If you can speak to me, I must have caught you in my dream.
In your dream?
In the past weeks, a mysterious disease called the Death Dream had spread across the force of the myth. Those who caught it were cursed to fall asleep and live forever within the world of their own dreams. The village mayor had determined the Death Dream was spread from person to person by spoken words, but before he could learn more, the disease took him as well. Weiss stared at the mayor, his mouth twitching
Now
slightly.
see here. Are you saying that we have been absorbed into your dream?
Well, yes. I think you have.
In other words, we've caught the Death Dream?
Before the mayor could confirm Grimby's suspicion, Weiss exploded with rage.
Ridiculous. Preposterous. Completely unfathomable on every conceivable level. I don't even recall falling asleep.
That's just how the Death Dream works.
Though polite, the mayor was clearly trying to brush aside the book's remarks.
My remarks are not to be brushed aside, fool.
The mayor twisted his mouth into an embarrassed grimace, then quickly changed the subject to who Grimby had seen and what they had discussed since coming to the village.
Something there must have caused you to enter my dream. A certain conversation, a specific word, something.
Grimby and Weiss racked their brains, but could find no easy solutions. There were simply too many words to consider, too much random chatter, too many meaningless conversations.
Grimoire Weiss does not engage in meaningless conversations.
The mere suggestion that Weiss chose his words carelessly seemed to sting his pride.
It does not seem to sting my pride, you bloated gasbag of a narrator. It has demolished it utterly.
Irritated, Weiss looked skyward, as if searching for answers in the heavens.
I was doing no such thing. Just leave me alone already.
The anger created by his harsh words bled over to Grimby like a contagion. Wait, said Grimby suddenly. Did someone just say contagion? Yes, I believe so. What of it? Well, that villager told us to watch out for contagious words, right? The mayor leaned forward with renewed interest, pushing a startled Weiss aside in the process. He must have said something, right? Asked the mayor. Some specific combination of words? What was it? It was about dreaming or something. That dreams... Or something that dreams, or... What the hell was it? A sheep? Cried Weiss suddenly, blurting out the first thing that popped into his head. The others stared at him for a moment before slowly shaking their heads. After a few more minutes of thought, Grimby's face suddenly lit up. I remember, he said. Those who dream. That's what he said. I'm sure of it. At this, the mayor produced a thick sheaf of papers from his pocket. He flipped through them a few times before finally nodding his approval at Grimby. That sounds right, he said, as a stray sheet of paper fluttered to the ground. My notes also mentioned something about that. I bet it was the last thing you heard before you fell asleep. The mayor shook his head, his worn pencil stub tracing lines across a lone piece of paper. For the last month, I've done nothing but study the disease we call the Death Dream, he said. I mean, I'm the mayor, right? It's my job to protect the people from whatever comes along, but I never expected a couple of outsiders to start entering people's dreams. The mayor paused, a grimace crossing his face. I should probably be taking notes or something. Weiss immediately fired back. I applaud the force of will it takes to research a disease in your dreams, he said, but perhaps we should bend your efforts to escaping this place instead of trying to understand it. The mayor's hand tightened around his pencil, snapping off the tip. I've tried to escape. From the very first moment I realized I was locked inside my own dream, I've been looking for a way out. but I don't think it exists. I mean, this is my dream, right? If there was an exit, I'd know about it. He paused for a moment, his unfocused eyes staring at nothing. My village was beautiful, he said to no one in particular, and it was filled with the most wonderful people you could ever hope to meet. But once this disease took hold, things changed. It's like someone took a sponge and soaked all the color out of our lives. I just want us to be whole again. I want us to be free, and I won't stop trying until it happens. Grimby nodded in agreement. Huh? Wait a second. I didn't nod. Look, if we can be of any help, said Grimby, just ask. Now hold on. I did not just say that. Silence, cried Weiss. The grimoire looked from Grimby to the mayor and back again, his face filling with confidence. Grimoire Weiss's face is always confident, thank you very much. Now see here, Mayor, you told us that nothing can exist in this dream without your knowing of it. But yet you seem surprised to see us when we first arrived, yes? The mayor slowly raised his head, realization dawning on his face. Oh my god, he said, you are right. You are right. I had no idea you were coming. The human imagination is a limitless engine, said Weiss, and dreams are the fuel. If you can imagine an exit, then it must be so. With your permission, we shall search it out. Thank you, said the mayor. I don't know how I can repay you. Payment is not required. We are as eager as you to be done with this place. The mayor suddenly felt as if he could breathe again. He'd almost forgotten what it was like. Good luck, you two, he called at the departing forms of Grimby and Weiss. We're all counting on you. As Grimby slowly faded into the misty forest, the mayor was struck by a sense of deja vu. I saw this man once before, he thought. But where? Grimby's mood darkened as he trudged through the forest. Hours earlier, when the beauty of the place was still a new thing, he'd been confident they could get in, find the exit, and be home in time for dinner. But the deeper they went, the more the forest closed in around him. The mist made it difficult to see more than a foot in any direction, and moss-covered rocks seemed determined to twist his ankle. More than once he'd been forced to steady himself on the rough bark of a tree, and his hands now left small trails of blood on everything he touched. Additionally, Weiss was proving to be a spectacularly poor traveling companion. Unhindered by either terrain or physical effort, he spent most of his time urging Grimby to pick up the pace and grumbling about their slow progress. Finally, after Weiss muttered something about legless turtles being more adept at navigating the environment than Grimby snapped. Okay, Weiss, cram it for a second, would you? You don't have to walk. Grimby leaned against a tree and tried to stretch the knots from his back. How can this stupid forest be so big? He muttered to himself. The moment the words tumbled from his mouth, a cacophony of insects sprang to life. Every imaginable form of buzz, click, and hiss roared out a volume that rattled his teeth. Grimby slapped his hands over his ears and screamed to be heard. Weiss, what's going on? Grimby could see Weiss's mouth moving, but he might as well have been shouting in a tornado. The insects screamed, the forest howled, and then, just as Grimby's ears seemed ready to tear from his head and go running for cover, the sound diminished. Hastily, he removed the hand from his left ear and listened to the creatures of the woods. As the insect symphony dimmed another decibel, Grimby began to detect patterns in the sound. This isn't random, he thought. It's not just white noise, it's something else. The insects weren't just calling out, they were asking a question. One with it is lacking, 2 with it is ideal, 3 with it is dangerous, what is it? By my pages. Is this a riddle? I guess so. I mean, it feels sort of forced, but maybe it's the key to getting out of this place. Then I leave it to you to answer. 1 with it is lacking, 2 with it is ideal, 3 with it is dangerous. What is it? The answer is a secret. The answer is a seesaw. How should I know? Well, 1 with it is lacking. 1 with it is lacking. 2 with it is ideal. 3 with it is dangerous. Yes, it must be a secret. Because 1 with it is lacking because it's not a secret if only one person knows about it. So 2 will be ideal. 3 is dangerous because you don't know what the third person is going to do. Inwardly furious that Weiss left the task to him, Grimby sighed and gave the only answer that made sense. It's a secret. Right? The sound of the insect stopped as suddenly as it began. The forest undergrowth parted before. Grimby, like a rippling wave, opened a new path. These forest anthropods are making a road for us, said Weiss with a glee. Pleased at passing the test, Grimby moved on with new intensity. The path offered his body relief from the undergrowth, but gave even greater cheer to his mind. As long as they were on a path, their journey had a purpose. I guess the forest has accepted us, huh? Said Grimby after a bit. Weiss spun around to face his companion. Do not mistake the will of this forest for some happy pet you can suddenly befriend. We have no idea where this path leads. As Weiss finished speaking, the pair turned a corner and found themselves facing a clear forest spring. Smiling, Grimby picked up a small rock and sent it skipping across the surface of the water. Good heavens, said Weiss. His surprise was understandable. Each time the rock struck the surface of the water, a musical note rang out. When the rock finally stopped moving and sank to the bottom of the spring, the ripples it left behind came together to form words. I enter through the window, but break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? Sunlight. Absurdly easy, barked Weiss. Now answer it. Grimby grit his teeth and tried not to reach out and strangle his companion. He's right, after all. This one is pretty easy. I enter through the window, but break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? A bird? A letter? Sunlight. 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 A plume of water suddenly burst from the spring. Sunlight filtered through the trees and reflected off the plume, creating a shimmering rainbow that spanned the entire horizon. In all my years, said Weiss softly, I have never seen such a sight. Perhaps I have misunderstood the intentions of this place. Hey look, cried Grimby, awaking Weiss from his daze. There's a house or something over there. Glancing in the direction of his friend's extended hand, Weiss saw a small cottage nestled among the trees. That's weird, isn't it, Weiss? I mean, who would build a house all the way out here? Grimby walked over and pounded on the door. After a minute of solid banging, the door cracked open and a small man peered out. His body was cloaked from neck to toe in a large black cape, while his face was obscured by mist. Began Grimby, but before he could get any further, the cloaked man held out a hand up and began speaking. I have 4 legs in the morning and 2 at noon, but end the night with 3. What am I? I like how everything that I'm coming across is just like, wait, but now riddle, but now riddle. Okay, so I have 4 legs in the morning and 2 at noon. 4 legs in the morning and 2 at noon. But end the night with 3. What am I? I have 4 legs in the morning. 4 legs in the morning and 2 at noon. It can't be the hands of a clock, right? Because there's no 4 hands in a clock. Grimby tried to ask the cloaked man who he was and what he was doing there, but he simply repeated the question. If we wish to engage this man in conversation, said Weiss, it seems we must answer his riddle. Yeah, I suppose, said Grimby. Well, at least it's an easy one. I have 4 legs in the morning and 2 at noon, but end the night with 3. What am I? I have 4 legs in the morning and 2 at noon, but in the end... But end the night with 3. Maybe a man on a horse, but then ending the night with 3 legs doesn't make any sense. I have 4 legs in the morning, 2 at noon, but end the night with 3. A man, a demon, an angel. I mean, the first thing that I was thinking of was a man, but I can't justify why he would have with 3 legs. The mist dissolved from the cloaked figure as he spoke a single word. Correct. With that, the man flung his garment aside, revealing his true identity. You're the mayor, cried Grimby. The small man slowly shook his head. I am not the mayor you know. Now listen to my words. Long ago, I saw a version of you that was not yourself. Sorry? What's that mean? It will make sense in time. At present, I simply congratulate you on cracking the seal of the death dream. Now you must go to the person at the forest entrance. With that, the man turned on his heel and slammed the door behind him. As Grimby watched, mist seeped up from the ground and enveloped the cottage, erasing it from existence. When Grimby and Weiss returned to the forest entrance, they found the mayor leaning against a tree. As soon as he caught sight of the duo, he sprang to his feet and scrambled over to them. Good gravy, he cried. You made it. You actually made it back. His left hand grasped Grimby's and pumped it so fiercely it threatened to dislodge from the socket, while his right seized Weiss by the cover and swung him through the air. God, by the heavens, stop shaking me, fool. We have not even told you if we were successful or not. The mayor smiled broadly and shook his head. I'm just happy you're alive. I didn't think I'd ever see you again. Grimby withdrew himself from the mayor's eager handshake with a slight smile. We broke the death dream's seal, he said. At least I think we did. The mayor's face beamed as Grimby filled him in on the details. When the tale was done, the 3 of them lay down on the forest ground and fell asleep. Grimby cocked his head. Okay, hang on a second. This is crazy. Why would we just lay down and go to sleep? Cease your endless prattle and go to sleep, fool. Fighting against the rules of this place is futility itself. Grimby and the mayor obediently reclined atop the grassy earth. Have you forgotten? Continued Weiss. It is words that control the death dream, words that allow us to move from place to place. No matter how unnatural they seem, the words are absolute. Therefore, if the words tell us to sleep, then sleep we shall. And once we do, the story will continue. With that, the trio found their eyes growing heavy, their breath slowing. This is the first time, began the mayor, the first time I have felt tired. since I was imprisoned here. His words were cut off by a loud, long yawn, and he remembered nothing more. They might have slept for an hour or a year. When they awoke, things had slightly more real quality to them. The mist felt thicker, the leaves greener. It was clear that they had awakened from their dream. Grimby shook the mayor's shoulder gently. "Good news," he said. "I think we made it." "Oh wow," said the mayor in an awed voice. "We did. I'm back." He blinked once and then again, as if not quite believing the sight before him. "You two have no idea how much this means. The death dream was spreading through our village and I wanted to, well, I thought I could figure out how to stop it. But I guess that wasn't the case. I must have caught the disease and become trapped in my own dream." The mayor started to stand, then collapsed back to the earth. He stared at his legs as if trying to remember how they worked, then glanced at Grimby and shrugged. Without a word, the young man reached down and pulled the mayor to his feet. "Real life may take some getting used to," said the mayor as a wry smile crossed his lips. "You shall relearn in short order, I am sure," said Weiss. "For now, you should return to your home and rest." "No," said the mayor, swaying on unsteady feet. "No, I can't. Some of the villagers are still trapped in a death dream. I have to save them." The mayor slowly made his way to the divine tree in the center of the village, then bowed his head and prayed silently. "This is a holy tree," he explained when the prayer was finished. "It's the guardian of our village's history and memories." "Superstition will only make our mission harder," muttered Weiss. "We should not put our faith in the gods." The mayor shook his head. "Not the gods, the words. Legend says that our tree is home to a powerful magic known as a sealed verse." Grimby and Weiss could not contain their surprise. It seemed a goal had been found in the most unexpected of places. "I say," muttered Weiss, "this is certainly a stroke of luck." As the three of them said their goodbyes, Grimby mentioned the strange man who had given them the third riddle and the mysterious words he had left them with. "I once saw a version of you that was not yourself," muttered the mayor. "What in the world does that mean?" Lost in thought, he stared into space for a long moment. "You know," he said softly, "this is going to sound odd, but I had a feeling I'd seen you before too." Grimby tried to keep a straight face and failed, but the mayor didn't seem to notice. "Deja vu, right? Anyway, I figured it's just some kind of illusion created by the death dream. It probably doesn't mean anything." Grimby gave the mayor a nod and a smile, but inwardly his thoughts were racing. There's something wrong about the mayor and his words. And what exactly is going on here? That riddle would prove to be the most difficult one of all.
Oh, thank you so much. Now I can finally return to a normal life.
This is one of the most bizarre diseases I have ever encountered.
I know. That's why we have to help the other villagers, no matter what.
Obtain the sealed verse. Obtain the dark execution magic. Dark execution. Summon magical spikes from the ground to impale enemies. Charge to increase the number of spikes. Okay.
For a sealed verse, that didn't take much effort.
Yes, all a touch too easy if you ask me. It's almost as if someone was guiding us to this village.
Don't overthink advice.
So, now that that story is a little bit over, that'll be the end of this episode. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys continue for part 8. If you guys liked, please comment, subscribe, and like the video. Goodbye.